please.
Can you stop and be for real? You guys know what the is going on.
Cut it out.
If there is a way to settle this, I would really, really appreciate it.
You're about to learn that even rich people have issues. The strange thing is, they woke up one day and decided to do some shoplifting. Let's see what happened when the cops finally caught them. From a strange woman having an even stranger plant fixation to a rich doctor using medication that makes you want to steal. These are the rich people who got arrested for shoplifting. We all have secrets. This woman's secret is nothing bad though. She just loves plants. The bad thing is, she loves them so much that on April 6, 2022, she stole $1,000 worth of plants from Lowe's. The employees tried to stop her, and when that failed, they decided to call the police. The officers tracked the woman to her house and arrested her on the spot.
Hands up. Shut the car off. Shut the car off. Here, step out. Step out. Over here. Over here. Over here. Put the cigarette out.
No, I'm not.
Put the cigarette out. Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm smoking
Put your
a
hands
cigarette.
behind your
No,
back.
I'm smoking a cigarette. You guys.
Put your hands behind your back.
May I
Put
please
your
smoke?
hands behind your back.
I want to smoke
Put
a
your
cigarette.
hands behind your back.
I want.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Give me your other hand. That's all you need to do.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just trying to listen.
Please, sir.
Give me your other hand. Give me your other hand.
I am freaking. Listen, you need to tell them, Mom. Mom, you need to tell them that I'm a targeted individual.
You need to relax.
As the suspect's being handcuffed, her mom appears in the front yard. She's obviously concerned about what's happening. Instead of confessing, her daughter then spews out a crazy story about being targeted by some kind of community. She apparently told this story to the employees at Lowe's as well. Listen to this.
54. I just need one more here.
What's going on? They're following me. They're harassing me.
What is going on?
Mom, I'm being targeted and surveillance by a community.
Here, roll on your knees. Roll on your knees. Roll on your knees. Your knees. Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. We'll talk to her in a minute. We're gonna wait for her to get back to the house.
Listen, you need to.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I'm going to prison. You need to tell the truth. I've been telling you, Mom. I've been telling you.
Jennifer, please calm down.
All right, I'll let you know.
It fell off the hitch.
The woman claims that the cops are arresting her because the trailer fell off the hitch, which is just plain nonsense. She's obviously embarrassed to admit to being a thief. For the time being, the officers are being very hush-hush and not saying what this is about. But the story will come full circle soon enough.
So what is that I'm hearing? I have a trailer full of plants.
Let's see right there. Hold the way in. Hold the way in, please. All right, what are you saying? You're being surveilled? What was that about? I'm just curious. Is that?
So for the longest, I've been calling and saying how I'm being stalked.
Oh, calling us. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant right now. It's all just making sure. It's
No,
not
I am. No, I am.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a part of some freaking. Listen, it's organized crime. I am a targeted individual, and I've been telling you guys that for a long time.
Okay. All right, just give us a second. I was just wanting to come back and talk because you mentioned, and I was kind of curious what you were talking about. Somebody was following you, but it might have been us. So.
Realizing the woman was in an agitated state, he decided to put her in the vehicle to let her cool down. She's clearly paranoid. The officer then approached her mother and grandfather and informed them about the current situation. I'd say it doesn't look like they were all that surprised.
Where we're at is this is believed to be all stolen. So we're just investigating theft of stuff from Lowe's. So we're under the impression this might be.
Mine.
We're under here about the plants. The plants might be stolen.
Plants are mine.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to check. So just give us a minute. Come on, please.
Can you stop and be for real? You guys know what the is going on.
Cut it out.
Why do you guys?
We were not there. We just
Take me.
Stop.
I don't care. Mom, what is going on?
Turn around.
You did this to me. You did this to me.
Relax.
You did this to me.
Relax. Getting yourself worked up even more.
Yeah, it's worth it. And you know what? If I'm gonna go to jail,
Jennifer, relax.
they're keeping them.
Jennifer, relax.
That's my thank you to you, Grandpa.
Even while being arrested, the suspect is concerned about the plants. She seems to be convinced that if she's going to go to jail for stealing the plants, then they should have the right to keep them. Well, in her head that might make sense, but we all know that's not the way it works in real life. When you get caught stealing, you go to jail, and you don't get anything in return.
You guys are actually gonna take those plants? They can't pay me what I already have purchased for what they've done and what they did right as I'm they're dumb. Oh, hey. Count them up. I bought them. Yeah, I got 2 receipts. I bought them. Contractor pack. $10 a piece. Mom, get me an attorney. Keep my paperwork locked up. I'm gonna need it for this one. Stupid plants for the environment, and I get ridiculed, persecuted, raped, thrown out on the streets, and thrown on my face. Because I want to smoke a cigarette? I didn't do anything wrong. You just detained me.
After a while, the officer returned to read the suspect her rights. Then he attempted to talk to her about what happened. She seems to be convinced that she paid for all the merchandise at Lowe's. And even though the threat of going to jail is looming, she just keeps being distracted by the other officer removing her plants from the trailer.
Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?
Yes.
Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What happened today?
I went to go and pick up some plants that I paid for.
Okay.
And it's just for 2 days now. I initially dealt with Lowe's, went about a set of. I don't understand why they're even taking them.
Yeah. When did you pay for them? For
Today.
these specific ones.
Today.
When did you pay for them?
Today.
Like, today. When?
Yeah, today.
When?
Right when I got. Right before I went and got the trailer.
Okay.
Listen, these people are whacked.
From her mannerisms and the strange way she's behaving, I'd say the suspect is most likely suffering from some kind of mental health issue. The officer probably had the same feeling, so he interviewed the grandfather, and after that, the mom. And she's about to say something that no child ever wants to hear.
Are you dad?
I said, I can't understand my granddaughter doing. I had the card and everything to pay for. I give her my Home Depot card. I give her my Lowe's card to go pick up some shrubs.
Do you have your Lowe's card?
No, she doesn't. I asked in the police. I can't.
She didn't pay for it.
Oh my God! What's wrong with these kids today?
I don't know. Hi, how are you?
Good.
How are you? Are you her mom?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm not real
She didn't
sure.
pay for nothing.
What? I'm serious. Wait a minute. She didn't pay for a damn thing. Oh, that on the trailer she didn't pay for it. Well, how it was explained was we're landscaping here because this is a rental property.
Okay.
We spent $300 something. I don't know how much it was, but she went and she purchased whatever hibiscus and stuff like that.
When was that?
What day was that? I don't know. She had yesterday or the day. She had the card.
Okay.
She had no business doing it. Daddy, I'm gonna explain. She didn't want the hibiscus, I guess.
Huh, is it just me, or is Mom a little drunk? I mean, if she did have a quick drink, who could blame her, right? But she's given off some weird vibes, not knowing when stuff happened, and having trouble remembering words. And poor Grandpa, he just looks crushed. As it turns out, the suspect said she was returning some plants and took other ones, and she claims she paid for everything, but the officer has different information.
She didn't pay for anything with the credit card.
Oh my God. Nothing at all?
No. On video, she's on here pulling up and loading all these
Okay,
plants.
okay. No.
For this, what happened today?
Yes, I understand.
I don't know. We don't know fully. She's been doing other stuff all weekend. She's yelled at staff. She's called staff the N-word.
My daughter.
Does she have a drug problem?
She has got. No, not drugs. She hears voices.
Okay.
She's got a problem. She got a mental problem.
Whose credit card was given to her today?
My credit
Your credit card.
Yeah,
She said you gave her the card and she paid for this, but this stuff wasn't paid for.
That's kind of what we're fighting about.
They attempted to stop her, and she just threw attitude, said that she's got beef with cops, call them, blah, blah, blah.
This is what I'm trying to say. My daughter,
she's mentally sick.
I've been trying to talk to my daughter about things that she says, and she's always talking about that people are
Following her.
gang stalking her. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
All right, let me go figure out how much these plants are, and we'll let you know in a second.
I really can't put my finger on it, but in my view, Mom is still sus. I get a weird feeling she was in on this somehow. But mostly, I just feel sorry for Grandpa. He's caught up in all this, and he looks like a fish out of water. He doesn't know how to deal with this. None of us would, probably. As for the suspect, she's used to living in her own imaginary world, fighting her imaginary enemies.
I hope those plants were worth it. Y'all's jobs are gone because you gonna review the video where you're fucking with me. Oh, but I bet you erased that shit. That is it. They're really gonna take me to jail? They flipped the script, Grandpa. Get on the news. That's it. Burn me out, Grandpa. You'll get every dime back. I'm going to the media if they don't let me go. And they gonna take back their plants I paid for? Well, I hope them plants were really worth it. As I'm sitting here saying the same thing, but I paid for them. I paid for them. I paid for them. You guys are going to hell. You guys are going to hell. I'm gonna pray so hard in jail. Mom, I'm innocent and all and everything. This was a setup. And they're flipping the script. Remember that. Them.
It's one thing shouting in the car, alone, oblivious to the camera filming. But when the officers arrive and actually tell her that she's being arrested, that's when reality hits, and she fights to hold the tears back. Because guess what? This isn't the first time she's broken the law, and she's already out on bond.
Alrighty, I'm gonna put you in my cruiser. It's gonna be grand theft because it's over $1,000.
Why are you guys doing this? I told you. I told you.
Told me what?
Why are you guys wanting me to go to jail?
I don't.
And in the end, after I complied with everything, I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Hold on, we didn't comply with anything. The problem is
Listen, I've been being stalked
by who?
by the government.
Okay. Alrighty. I can deal
Listen,
with that
Grandpa, listen, I'm out on bond.
later. It's gonna be violated.
Please,
Okay, we're gonna step into my cruiser, please. Alright?
can you please not take...
We have to.
What the f***? I'm going to prison. God damn,
Hey.
they've been stalking
Jen.
me. Go on the news.
Hey,
Go call News Channel 8. They're trying to throw me in prison
step out.
because they're wrong.
Please step out.
God,
Just, do you have any pills or anything hidden in here that we haven't searched?
I don't take pills.
I'm asking
You
you.
know it.
Okay.
Well, maybe if she took some pills, she wouldn't be in this mess, right? But I'm not a psychiatrist, so who am I to say? All I know is that the suspect was taken to jail and charged with grand theft, which is stealing goods totaling between $750 and $5,000 in value. It kind of boggles the mind to think that Mom and Grandpa knew her mental condition, yet they supplied her with credit cards and let her go shopping. Kind of reckless, don't you think? Let's hope she gets the help she needs. These days, education doesn't come cheap. So imagine shelling out hundreds of thousands of dollars for education just to get arrested for shoplifting $155 worth of goods. That's what happened to two female graduate students at Stevens Institute of Technology. After being apprehended by loss prevention agents at ShopRite, the Hoboken police were called to intervene.
How you doing?
How you doing? Date of birth next to it.
Just this one seat combined?
Just 155.
Okay.
They're repeat offenders, not first time.
Repeat?
Yeah. They didn't get caught last time because they got spooked. They just dropped it and ran out.
Gotcha.
All right.
Hi.
Same thing for her.
Just so everybody knows our body cam's on, okay?
Okay. We just came out to purchase a Pepsi.
Outside Pepsi, chips,
and the
everything was
lips
there, right?
we
We forgot the Pepsi to take inside. We gonna bill like few things,
Yeah.
and we came out to take Pepsi. Gonna bill whole the cart.
Yeah.
In between, he came
And
took
took
the
our
card.
cards.
Clean. So you took the card.
The smile on this agent's face says it all. Their story is basically BS. The truth is, they're repeat offenders, as the agent already said. Unknown to these tech students, ShopRite had installed cameras with face recognition software. The software alerted the agents immediately, who then watched the suspects pay $8.74 for their goods. But in fact, they took a total of $155.61 worth. The officers then look at the footage as the suspects do their dirty work. Watch them now as they try to wiggle their way out of this mess.
We need to get the Pepsi.
So you only paid for some things in your cart and some things were unpaid?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you walked out?
Not walked out.
We walked out. We're gonna take Pepsi outside. Outside, big bottles were there. We came for that.
Okay.
We're gonna pay everything.
And you were gonna come back in to pay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you walked out.
But we do have an
What
outside.
Pepsi are you talking about?
Sorry?
What Pepsi are you talking about?
Pepsi bottles at the entrance.
Entrance, we have few lace and chips kind of thing, right? Few items outside.
What is she talking about?
In the lobby, you guys have chips and Pepsi out in the
Oh,
lobby?
I see what you mean. So you went outside with the cart after paying, but why did you pay for a couple things
That's
and
what
then
I
leave?
said.
Because we forgot the items.
You forgot the entire items that you also got?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not believable.
So if you didn't
We
have money
forgot-
to pay for it all at one time, where's your money gonna come from?
I have. I have.
So then why didn't you pay when you paid for the other
Because we
things?
went to bring the Pepsi. We forgot the items which are outside.
That makes no sense.
I'm serious.
That makes absolutely no sense. Just so that you know, that sounds crazy. You're making up excuses.
No.
You just admit that you tried to pay for half and leave for half. That's what it is.
I like it when cops get straight to the point, without trying to sugarcoat things. Sometimes, cops are too lenient on criminals, who then just go out and do the same thing over and over again. I guess criminals really are like little children. Without strict discipline, most of them never learn. But let's get back to our students, who find themselves in a bit of a pickle.
I got before I was going home.
Did it show them paying for half and then leaving?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. So what happened? So what happened is you paid for half. In your cart there was unpaid items.
We're gonna pay.
No, that's not how it works. You're getting arrested. You're coming down to the police station. You're gonna sign a form. You're no longer allowed to come to ShopRite. This ShopRite, you're not welcome here anymore. Okay. So there's no debate.
First, and then you guys will have.
There's no debate. You guys are getting arrested. We are going to handcuff you. We are going to search your person. Anything that's on you, we're going to
we
put
do
into.
have an ID.
Excuse me, I'm talking. We'll take your information. We'll bring you down to headquarters. We're going to type up charges. We're going to send it to the courts. Sometimes the courts will let you go free with a court date. Sometimes you go to jail. That's up to them to decide.
Can I? We have an ID. Like college ID card.
Okay, that's okay. I'll take your information. You have a social security number?
No.
Okay, so we'll take your information. We'll try to get as much information from you and get you in the system. Have you been arrested before?
No.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, these two are foreign exchange students. That's why they don't have social security numbers. But that doesn't exempt them from following the law here. The officers explain that most likely they'll be released from jail the same day. First, they have to sign a statement that they'll not return to the store. After that, they'll be taken to jail, processed, charged, and given court summons. But they're still bargaining, asking that if they agree not to come back, they can be released without going to jail.
That's not how it works.
Double charges.
That doesn't matter. You can offer as much money as you want, but you still have to get arrested for the charges for the crime you committed. That's not how it works. You can't just. So, can you please stand up for me? We don't want to make this hard or difficult. Let's just.
You sit. We'll do one at a time.
Do you have anything on you or no?
Sorry.
Anything in your pockets?
No.
Okay.
Put your phone. I'm gonna put your phone in this bag. Can you stand up for me? You have anything in your pockets?
I don't have water.
You guys live in Hoboken?
Yeah. New York.
Just Jersey Heights.
Okay, so you live in Jersey. How'd you get here today? A car?
By walk.
You walked from the Heights, came here? Okay.
The two suspects were walked out of the store without much fuss and placed in the squad car. Unlike many American students I saw in videos like these students didn't make a big scene or act entitled. They seemed ready to face the consequences, since they're foreigners, and this seems to be the first time they find themselves in a situation like this. The officer does her due diligence and explains how the justice system operates in these cases.
I understand that you're making a mistake, but unfortunately you committed a crime and you have to get charged for that crime, okay? Alright, transporting these females at headquarters, starting mileage 54428.5.
So we're bringing you to police headquarters. We're gonna get inside. We're going to just search you one more time. I know we just searched you in there, but we have to do a more thorough search. Then we're going to fingerprint you and photograph you. You're going to give us your information. We're going to search the database to see if there's any charges before on you. And then we're going to charge you with shoplifting. And then you will, that complaint will be sent to the court system. And the courts will let us know whether that you will be released after today with a court date and a summons, a charge, or if you will be sent to the jail for the night. If you are sent to county, you will be brought to Hudson County Correctional Facility, where you will stay for the rest of today into tomorrow, and usually you see a judge in the morning.
While one of the officers seems to empathize with the suspect, at least a little bit, the other one has a different stance. The thing is, they did try to steal once before and got spooked. Then they returned again, and this time went through with it. So it's not like a mistake happened. It was definitely premeditated.
They're repeated offenders, so they know exactly what they're doing.
Their face, whichever one writes the report, the face recognition was, yeah, as soon as they walked in the door, they were pinged on the face recognition. He doesn't have the date though, right?
No, he's a couple weeks ago.
But I just want you to know, the guy, as soon as you walked into ShopRite, your face on their face recognition for shoplifters, it pinged. So a couple weeks ago, you guys, he saw you stealing, shoplifting. Well, whether you say no or not, I believe him. He caught you guys shoplifting, but you dropped the stuff and ran before he could approach you. So you're already in their system as flagged. So this happened before. So whether you're saying today you were going to pay for it or not, this happened before.
They're informed that they're now also going to be in the police system, and if they do it again, they'll surely go to jail. In the end, this played out like the officer said. The suspects were taken to jail, then searched again, processed, and freed after a couple of hours with the court summons in their hands. Let's hope these students are quick learners and remember this lesson for the rest of their lives. Sometimes rich people get so bored with all that money they have that they think of crazy and sometimes really stupid ways of having fun. And how exciting is it if it's not against the law, right? For example, there's a game called 21. Now, without giving anything away, let's let the suspect explain what it's all about.
Good.
Awesome.
So,
What's up?
okay, is this your car over here?
No.
All right. So where's all your stuff you took out of the store and
I put it in a random car that was open.
In a random car that was open?
Yeah.
For what?
What do you mean for what? Because y'all was coming.
Okay, so you just put all the stuff in a random car you didn't know?
Yeah, it's a game I was playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What for?
Just for the hell of it.
Okay. You got any ID on you?
No.
All right.
I left it in the car.
Which car?
The random car. I don't know what car it was.
What color was it?
Silver.
Silver?
Gray? Something like that.
So you left your ID in some random car?
Yeah. My whole bag. All my
All right, makes sense.
In case you didn't catch that, this rich girl says she was pulling a prank by stealing stuff and then putting the stuff in strangers' cars. That's probably the dumbest game I've ever heard of. She was, of course, caught on surveillance camera. Then the employees called the cops. When the cops arrived, the officers saw her placing things in random cars. Supposedly, she even left her own bag in someone's car. And she's so entitled, she then asked the cop to bring it to her. Listen to this.
Can you please not stand behind me? Because you're making me nervous.
I was here the whole time.
You were?
Yeah, he's in the car.
Well, I'll be damned. What was your question?
What kind of purse did you have?
It's a Michael Kors purse. Can you go get it for me?
Okay. What kind of vehicle were you driving?
It's like gray or silver or something.
What kind of make? Model?
I don't know.
You have no idea what kind of car you were
No,
driving?
because y'all were coming and I just ran up to the car and put it on. It's a game that we play. It's called 21. It's basically like you go and steal all the that you can steal and then you get out without getting caught. Well, I did it one other time than this time, but I got caught this time. So
Now I gotta figure out where my purse is and where my merchandise is, because now I gotta give all my merchandise back to Walmart.
Well, it's not really a game.
Yeah. It is a game.
To you, that's theft.
It's fun too. It's really fun.
Oh, going to jail is fun. Okay.
Well, I suppose. Am I going to jail?
Well, we'll see how much stuff you took.
It's a lot.
So where's the car at?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure. This is the perkiest and most fun-loving criminal I've seen so far. It's like she had such a carefree life up to this point. Going to jail doesn't even scare this woman. Most likely, she doesn't really believe she's going to jail because her money will probably bail her out. She doesn't deny anything. She admits to stealing the stuff and seems to not have a care in the world. Even when the cuffs go on, she takes it with a smile, right up to the point when they tell her she's going to go in shackles.
You just gotta try it out.
All right, go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me.
Can you hold that?
Be kind enough. What's wrong with your arm? Broken?
My feet sprained, so be careful. Oh, wait a second.
All right, we'll get that. We'll get that.
Stop.
Do you have any leg troubles?
I do. No, I don't need leg trouble. Hey, I have a hobble.
Oh, okay.
You do?
Actually,
I was just trying to grab my phone.
We can do flex.
yeah.
Y'all gonna put me in shackles like areas?
So you got a cast on your arm.
Exactly.
Regular
and I got
handcuffs.
Straight up knees too.
No one said they're going on your feet.
So what are y'all putting shackles on me for?
You got a cast on your arm.
Oh.
It's too big for regular handcuffs.
Oh, okay.
Look at that, flex cuffs.
So, just gonna stick these back here. All right, they're not too tight for you? All right, let's go over here for a second.
The cop explains that at this time, she's not being arrested, just detained. They'll need to determine the value of the stuff she stole, so they know what to charge her with. She was filmed exiting the store with 2 shopping carts full of merchandise. The suspect said earlier that she'd stolen a lot, but she didn't seem all that worried about it. What she was worried about was her boyfriend.
Boyfriend doesn't know that I steal.
Okay.
And he doesn't know that I put all the in the car neither.
Okay.
So I would be really in trouble with him, but that's the
So
thing.
what kind of car is it?
I don't remember, because it's a rental.
What color?
I just got the rental car.
Her boyfriend rented the car.
Yeah, he rented the car.
Okay, hold on one second.
Real quick, before we go any further, okay?
She's just going to read you
have the right
something.
to remain silent.
Okay, blah, 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 blah.
Well, we still have to read it before
Okay,
we
go
can
ahead.
talk to you.
It's like music to my ears.
Anything you say, Cannon, will be understand these rights as I've explained them to you.
Yeah.
Okay. You said yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. So anyway, that's done. Like I was saying, yeah, that's my boyfriend's car. He rented the car, and he was shopping, and I had I wanted because they told me to play 21, and my boyfriend's older than me, so he doesn't play. And I started playing the game. This is my first time playing the game, and I put in the back of the car, and I saw you guys coming, so I walked off. My boyfriend knows nothing about it. I don't even know where at.
So he's here with you now?
Yeah. If I could call him, can I call him?
The officers recovered the stolen goods. As it turns out, the perky rich girl stole over $1,000 worth of stuff, mostly cleaning supplies. Since the value was beyond $750, she was charged with grand theft. But that wasn't her only concern, because inside her car, the officers also found illegal drugs. So, I don't think she'll be getting out of this situation as easily as she thought. To be honest, we don't really know if our last suspect was rich. What we do know is that poor people don't steal stuff to prank someone. However, our next crook arrived at the crime scene in a Porsche. She went to a super Target, filled grocery carts with various goods, and was then noticed by loss prevention exiting the store without paying. She was rapidly detained, and the officers read her Miranda rights.
Before we talk, I just need to read your rights, okay? So you understand. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to an attorney present now or at any time during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you without cost. If you talk to me, you will have the right to stop answering questions or speak to an attorney at any time. Do you understand these rights as explained? And will you talk to me? You willing to speak to me? Sure. So what's going on today? We got the call.
Yeah.
Hitting the walls and other objects.
I'm just going through something. I did not mean to shoplift. I totally realized that I didn't bring my purse. I was coming in here and I was going to go back and have someone come in and help me out and pay for everything. And I'm more than happy to do that.
How many items did you bring with you?
I don't even know. I'm not in the right set of my mind. I'm just recently.
So obviously there's several large. I mean, what did you grab that you remember from the store?
I remember a large box. Take a seat. And another large box.
The The suspect makes up this ridiculous story about how she's going through some stuff, and also about forgetting her purse. What she didn't know at the time is that the loss prevention unit filmed her doing this on 5 different occasions, and this was the second time she'd stolen from them in a 24-hour period.
One from July 29th, and then the other one.
Okay, so those are the only 2 we're
Reception.
addressing today.
Right.
Okay.
If you want to just proceed with this one right now, the one from today, we can. If you want to wait for the statement from this one.
It doesn't matter if
I previously done.
If you have that together, I'll take them both.
I just have the intent.
You witnessed everything, saw it, saw
this.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to, right.
The other one, I have clear as day footage of her not even touching the check link. Right. She didn't pay for anything in that.
Well, you know, if you'd like to, if you want to come out with me, we'll talk to her. Or if you'd like to speak to her at any time, you're more than welcome to. She's requesting that.
Okay.
Do the trespass and everything. If you want to ask her about the other day, or she'll ask you, maybe she'll say something to you.
So it's as clear as day that this was not an isolated incident. This woman doesn't steal because she needs things. She does it out of compulsion. My question is why? Maybe it's just a rich people type of thing, something broke people can't grasp. But I am interested in what the thief will say when she's confronted by the store.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
You stay in there.
Can I please talk to you? Yeah, I'm here to talk. So just before we even start, in order for me to even be able to call the police or do anything like this, make any type of detainment, I have to have a full investigation of information that has no wiggle room, okay? So when you were here on the 29th, I also know you were here yesterday and you did absolutely nothing. I watched you the whole time that you were here. You were here. I have your plate. I have pictures of your plates. I have movements the entire time you were in the store. But on the 29th when you were here of July, and you made the selections of the LOL supply, of the LOL dolls and things along those lines. So the footage that I have is of your doppelganger. It's not of you.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I can't recall being here yesterday.
That's fine.
That was the photo I showed you also. You identified as being yourself too.
That's definitely me.
Okay.
I'm more than willing to pay everything that you have, and even if I have to pay a fine. But I'm just not in the right state of my mind because I've gone through a procedure and I'm on some medication. You can check me.
So there's no question about the validity of the case. The evidence is clear, but to be fair, the suspect does seem to respond slowly. That could be indicative of her being on meds, but even if that part of her story checks out, it doesn't really explain why she stole. Remember how she said it was just 2 boxes? Well, they found so much more inside the Porsche.
That's a lot of stuff, not just a couple boxes. That's like a couple shopping carts full. How many trips did you make today?
Just one trip.
That's a full cart. Okay. Well, here's the deal. The store wants to prosecute. Okay. So they wish to prosecute. So you are under arrest for retail theft. Okay. Your purse is in there. They can't take medications into the jail or anything like that. Do you want your purse with you? You have your ID in your purse. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna bring the purse back, and then I'll get the ID out. I have to make sure there's no weapons or anything inside. Are they? Father? Anybody we can call about the car? Oh, well, okay, we'll get to that information in just a moment.
At least the suspect is not a raging Karen, right? She admitted to what she did, and she was willing to pay for everything. But what's really shocking about all this is that she's actually a lawyer. That should be to her advantage, because she'll probably know how to get away with this without much hassle.
So in regards to the making of the payments, I'm not trying to be mean about this, right? Unfortunately, at this point, it has to go through court proceedings, right? However, if you're not feeling well and things along those lines, please let them know, because there are resources that are available for you and things like that, right? Just be honest about everything, because that's what's going to indicate what's going to happen moving forward. So saying that maybe you weren't here, that you didn't do these things, I have footage of them.
Sounds, and I have not denied that I have been here, but like when you said I was here yesterday, I can't even recall being here.
Not yesterday,
to be perfectly honest with you.
The 29th.
She was here yesterday.
Oh,
she just didn't do anything. I was just using that in this. You parked you parked right over there. You walked in the store, looked at kids' shoes, walked around the store for a literal minute and a half, and then exited the store again.
I don't remember.
And that's perfectly fine. If you don't remember that, then I would suggest that you let somebody know that.
I really, really would appreciate if I can go ahead and pay for all the losses that you guys have impact because of my situation. And if we don't take it to the jail, I have 4 children, and I'm really sorry that I've caused this.
Yeah.
But I'm more than happy to just pay the loss and whatever fine I have to pay, and not having to deal with jail or anything, because I feel like because of my situation, it's probably gonna get even worse.
This just goes to show that money doesn't solve all your problems. Even rich, successful Porsche-driving lawyers have issues. In the end, she wasn't able to get out of it by just paying for the goods. She was arrested and charged with grand theft, and subsequently received a 3-month probation. But even that didn't help, because 2 months later, she was arrested again. The woman we meet next is Dr. Melissa Ivers. She's a renowned doctor working as the chief medical officer for the University of New Mexico. For months now, she's been shoplifting from multiple Target stores using the self-checkout. But finally, Target has had enough, and they decide to intervene by calling the cops.
Ma'am, let's go inside. We need to talk to you. You're detained right now for shoplifting, okay? Okay. Let's go inside.
Okay. I'll take this. I'll take this.
Your hands out of your pocket. Your hand out of your pocket.
Sorry.
Controller? Yep. Do you have any weapons on you, ma'am?
No, I do not.
Okay. Let's take a seat here.
Yes.
Do you have an ID on you?
I don't. Let's see. No, I do not.
Okay.
I have it in my car.
Okay.
It's crazy to think that a successful doctor would stoop so low as to shoplift, especially someone like Dr. Ivers, who earns over $300,000 every year. Well, at least the not-so-good doctor is cooperating and seems to know why she's being detained.
What's your last name, ma'am?
Ivers. I-V-E-R-S.
Let's do this quick, slowly, okay? I-V?
I-V-E-R-S.
What's your first name?
Melissa. M-E-L-I-S-S-A.
What's your date of birth?
82.
Do you know why you're in this office right now?
Yes.
Okay. What's your social?
Yes.
Okay. There's somebody expecting you at home right now? Kids?
Yes.
Husband?
I have an ex-spouse.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you, like I told you when we were coming in, you're detained right now for a shoplifting investigation, okay? So we're gonna see where's the total, and I'm gonna be very transparent with you. They have more cases work against you, okay? I have seen that face. If I have $1 for every time that I see that face, I wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
So they'll give me all the information, and I'll explain you everything what's going on, okay? I'm just gonna do a quick pat down because I noticed that you were reaching your pockets.
The suspect seems to be resigned to her fate. She doesn't deny stealing, and she doesn't resist the officers. I get the feeling that she expected or even wanted this to happen. After she was searched, the suspect just sat in silence, but her mind was probably racing. At one point, she started hyperventilating, so the officer decided to check on her.
Good?
I'm just so nervous.
Okay. So you probably know that we know what we're doing, right? And they've been looking at you for a very long time. So
I did not know that.
okay, well I'm telling you now. They've been looking at you, right? And they know, and they've been looking at you and the other targets as well.
Okay.
So he's gonna give me a total for the whole merchandise.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you more questions in a second, okay?
Jesse.
You use any type of narcotics, man?
No.
Okay. Do you have to take any medications?
No.
If you sit straight, you're probably gonna be able to breathe better.
I'm sorry, what?
If you sit straight, you're gonna be able to breathe better.
Sorry, say that again.
If you sit straight, you'll probably like lean against the wall if you have to.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if her breathing is fake or not. I mean, as a doctor, she should be well trained to cope with stress, right? And the saddest part is that it all happened most likely because she needed some excitement in her life. But she made the choice she did, and now it's time for the reckoning.
Okay, ma'am, at this point, you're gonna be under arrest for shoplifting, okay?
Okay.
Within the last 90 days, you've been catching camera, shoplifting around $940, which is in New Mexico, is a felony, okay? So, you also is gonna be criminal trespass from the property. I'll give you your copy in a second. Okay, so do me a favor, stand up for me, please. Face away from me. Put your hands behind your back. Yeah, you can fix your pants. Okay, put your hands behind your back and put your hands together like you pray. Put your hands together like you pray. I already asked you this. You said you don't have any weapons, but I'm gonna ask you again. Do you have any weapons?
No, I don't.
Do you have any needles on you?
No, I don't. What's gonna happen?
Well, you're going to jail right now.
The suspect was escorted outside and placed in the squad car. This reminds me of those stories I read about Winona Ryder and her strange compulsion to shoplift. I guess the human mind works in mysterious ways. At least this crook is supposedly sorry for what she did.
Scoot over a little too fast. I'm so sorry.
It happens, ma'am. Just
No, it doesn't. It's just bad. It's so bad.
Happens more often than you think.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest with you, Melissa.
Yes.
We're in 2023, Melissa.
Yes.
You know where's the only place that they don't have cameras?
I don't know.
In the bathroom. There are cameras all over. We have cameras.
Yes.
They have cameras all over the store. The only reason why you haven't been detained or under arrest before is because when they have called us before, we've been busy.
Yeah.
But they've been looking for you.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah. But you have $940 already in merchandise, Melissa. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even afford that right now. There's a lot of money. Okay? So I get it, you feel bad now, but there's a little wake-up call for you to stop doing that, okay?
Yes, I agree.
Okay? I'm not giving you like a, oh my God, this cop is, giving me a little, how they call it, like a speech. No, I've been doing this for a long time, okay?
I understand.
And I can see just right off the bat that I don't see that you're an addict. So, we'll talk in a second, okay?
Okay.
Since this was her first arrest, Dr. Ivers was able to avoid jail time by entering a pre-prosecution diversion program. I hope that for Dr. Ivers, this was indeed a wake-up call, and that in the future, she'd hopefully find excitement in something that's not illegal. In the end, I can't help but feel sorry for these people. Despite the fact that they live lives that poor people could only dream of, they were still so miserable that they ended up in jail because of it. If you think there's a lesson for us all, hidden somewhere in there, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel and join me next time. See you then!